Good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever we all are. I moved things around and it looks like my freaking camera has stopped working. That's wonderful. Why is it always something? Always something. Why do you think you need cam link? Because you do. There we go. Fixed it. I'm a wizard. Right, so lights, camera, action. Alright, so during my last stream, this was Saturday, I started painting this guy. And he's actually coming along nicely, I think. I'm quite happy with how he looks. Or she has boobs. They have boobs. So yeah, we'll just carry on, I guess. Yeah. You're a measurement of power, Harry. I'm a what? Bad jokes, and I like it. Right, so. Afternoon, Dagamad, how are you doing? Right, I think I want to finish this sash thing. That has got a little bit of yellow on it, but not quite enough. That'll do. Not perfect, but that'll do. I can use a bigger brush for that. At work, but it's manageable today. That's alright. That's alright then. Pleased to hear that it's been manageable so far. Just trying to decide if I want all the yellows or just 2 of them, but I think I'm going to do all of them just so I have everything I might need. Definitely only a little bit of the door in yellow because it's tickly. Something is tickly. I brushed a dog before I came into the garage and a dog hair in my cleavage. Right, let's go. Oh god, what did I do to this brush? Let's go. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was seriously debating not streaming today because I felt proper shite yet again. And there are 2 common denominators in this scenario. One is me, my face, and just who I am. And the other one is my current job. So I've decided that on the weekend I'm gonna update my CV, because as much as I like my boss as a person, I need to make some changes, I think. So how's everyone else doing today? You all good? Johan is packing because it's almost the day. Degaman is having a decent day because everything is not awful at work, which is nice. I don't know. Oh dear. We're a little bit light on the ground with viewers this early on in the stream. Always takes a bit to get up to speed. Oh, I booked my my hotel for RoseCon, so that's very exciting. Downloaded the kebab. Downed the kebab. I was going to say downloaded the kebab in record time, packing for the next hour, and then it's hockey on TV. Ooh, Sweden versus Italy. Ooh. I know nothing about hockey, but I'd think that, like, it would be a no-brainer with culture and stuff that Sweden would automatically win that. But I don't know if Italy is secretly really, really good. Like, mamma mia, we have really good hockey. My cousin would freaking have my head if she heard that you wouldn't download a kebab. Yeah. See, I would if I could, you know. We had favorite chicken this evening, which is our local fried chicken place, which was very nice. I had a very nice burger and it was good. Also got Only NHL players. You wouldn't say you've got a stacked team compared to Canada or USA. I reckon getting bronze at best overall. Okay. I mean, Canada is like, it's national sport #1, right? So I get not. You guys have all the winter sports. You could fucking mountains and shit as well for skiing and langlaufen and whatever other things you guys get up to. Kaboom! Hello, Marquis. How are you doing? How is it going? Have you printed anything cool recently? Not printed anything in about a month. Why not? We've got this amazing printer. Why aren't you using it to print? My brain, to go. Will you print anything cool? When will you? When will you print anything cool? Had a failed print and not had the spoons to drain the resin vat and reset it. Ah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. It can be quite spoony. You need to stop. You don't need to stop. You need to continue. But yes, do lurk, because you're busy. When will you wear wigs? Ahoy, Jack, how you doing?
When will you wear wigs?
There it is. Which color? Light pink, dark pink, or blue? Like the long one. You know, the funny thing is, blue. The funny thing is that Nick the other day asked me very innocently. It's like, oh yeah, like he made a reference to this meme, and he said like, "Will you wear wigs?" or something like that, and it's like yes. I was like, I do on my stream. It's like no, it's that meme. It's like, darling, it literally is the soundbite. It's like, is it? It's like, yeah. Bear with. There. This wig is the most slippery thing in the world. It's quite funny. It's so if I bump my head, I'm going to lose my headphones. So bear with. Oh, thank you. Actually, I have to hold my wig when I drink because I tilt my head back. You're gonna make me pee. You have too many points. Ooh. Wait. I was hoping I might be able to, like, tuck this under slightly. Not anymore. No, exactly. Good. Cool. It's so slippery. Oh my gosh. I do think I like this wig best of the ones that I have. Despite how slippery and how long it is the easiest to work with. Easiest to put on and everything. Have you got much left to do, Johan? Again, I shouldn't be distracting you, you're busy. Back up your kitchen supplies. Is it not a fully stocked kitchen? I thought you were going to like a Airbnb kind of place. Sorry, you made me drink so much 7-Up that I'm a bit burpy. Apologies. What's happening to your current place, like your normal place while you're away? Have you got someone subletting it, or is it just gonna stay empty? Grey Wolf, how you doing? No place sit empty. No, fair enough. Do you have any pets to move with you, or one of those days you need a hug? Oh man. I'll send you a virtual one. I was completely overstimulated, end of my tether kind of thing when we got home. And I ordered food for us while I was in the car, which is not a good idea anyway because I get very motion sick. But I really wanted to have food as soon as possible after we got home. So I ordered food while we were in the car, which is fine. So I had to then really like breathe through the discomfort. Which was fine. Then we got home and My shoes were very muddy. The dog was very muddy. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to go take the bins out because it's bin day tomorrow. Did that. Came back. And then Nivian was like, George, where's your mum? Where's your mum? And that normally makes George like jump up and go absolutely bananas. George being the dog. And like I was this close to flipping the lid. I was like, that's not fair. It's no one's fault because it's normally something we enjoy. But I was so overstimulated. I was like, oh no, I'm so done. No pets, only the voice in your head. Well, come hang out in my stream sometime and like you can add my voice to the voices in your head. Sort of Airbnb indeed, but you're packing the things. It's just slow cook. Ah, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Stuff that you're not entirely sure is going to be there. You don't want to go drive 5 hours to go get it. And if it is there, then you don't need to unpack it. Generally speaking, they'll have a coffee machine and things like that, but it's good to have the things you like to hand, especially in a new environment and stuff. It's yeah, it can be pretty whelming. Why are we always overwhelmed or underwhelmed, never just whelmed? That's a question. There's always an IKEA around the corner, but yes, unnecessary spending is to be avoided. Well, yes, if you're having to pay for an Airbnb and for the rent of your normal place, it's going to add up quick. There's always an IKEA around the corner. You guys are so lucky. The closest IKEA to here is like an hour and a half away. I haven't been to an IKEA in like 10 years. Very sad. We order from IKEA, just online orders, but it's not the same. I want to go there and have mediocre meatballs with weird berry sauce and a weird cream sauce and slightly sad fries. And I want to buy tea towels that I don't need and come home with unnecessary like dish racks and other such things. Can't do that when you're ordering online. If anyone ever wonders, yes, I am a very easy date. You heard mediocre balls and now you're here. You don't settle for mediocre balls. Get fabulous balls. What do I do? Light blue. Yeah, light blue. It's like ordering hobby supplies online. You meant, yeah, that's it. That's it. You only go for like Stormhouse Silver. You come out with Stormhouse Silver and 3 packs of tufts, a model, and 4 other paints, and you're happy because you've had that experience and it's all. Wait. Date? I'm not married. I'm in a long-term relationship, but we are not married. He has not asked. You're currently on the train back from London, so a signal will be spotted and you will be far behind. Noted. Time is up for the week. Oh, thank you. nearly yeeted my paint bottle. But hello. Hello to you as well. That wig is so long. Gonna have to brush it soon. Give it like some TLC because it's getting a bit like a bit tangly. No, we're not married. We might as well be for how joined at the hip we are. But there's no rings involved. We have a house together, we have pets together and everything, so like I said, we might as well be. It's just the formalities and a very expensive day with family you don't really want to see and friends. Mum's birthday, so you went to see the Phantom of the Opera. Ooh, awesome. I still have not seen that. I know, there's no apology needed, Gray. Honestly, it's fine. I'm not salty at all. It's just one of those things. It's just not happened yet. Might never, and it might do at some point. We don't know. But we're not. Neither of us are in a big hurry. There's something so immensely satisfying about being able to use a slightly too large brush for a very finicky little job. You can sneak on a plane? Oh, you can sneak on the plane. No, you're alright. It's one of those things like where we have nearly 11 years together now, I think. 11 years in November, I want to say. You'll have to forgive me, I am very bad with dates and stuff like that. Yeah, he's my person. We both of us, every time we go to bed in the evening, it's like this happy little sigh, and this is my favourite time of the day, just chill with you. Which is sappy as all heck, but here we are. Snake on a plane. Why is there snakes on the plane? That's another movie that I don't think I've ever watched. It's all these classics that I haven't seen, which is shameful. Shame for all this prey. The only time I ever watch movies like that is on the monthly movie night. And I'm a little bit worried about what this month is going to be. Because, let's have a look. Night, night, my guy. Yeah, exactly. Let's have a look because they all looked very serious last time. I looked and I suggested a different movie, but yeah, so we've got The Rip, Afterburn, Predator, Badlands, or The Last Viking. I suggested The Last Viking because I've been told it's really good, but Afterburn and Predator, Badlands both have 2 votes. I voted for Predator because I think of all the movies that were suggested, that's probably the one that I'm gonna be the least miserable watching. So with a bit of luck, it's gonna be Predator. I hope the fact that I haven't missed a movie night since... Well, I think I've missed 1 or 2 since we started about 2 years ago. I hope that has some weight in the decision making later on. Missing a movie night, such a despicable heresy? Yeah, I think so. So, for us, it must have been longer, because I think this started during COVID, so it must have been longer than... maybe 3 years then? There is a tally of all the movies we've watched. So, let's have a look. Movie night channel. Yeah, 2023 is when we started, in October 2023. And I think I've missed, yeah, like I said, missed 2, I think. Because it was a way for everyone to keep, like, in touch. When everyone lives far away and we don't get a chance to meet up very often, and yeah, it's important. But there are some things that I just don't enjoy watching, so if it's something that's really not up my alley, I'll turn it on and I'll maybe like play a game at the same time or something like that, so I don't have to like fully absorb it. Don't fall. I hear you falling. Don't mind me chatting to my wigs. Hot take alert. If you're pushing an empty pram with no child or animal in sight, you do not get I agree. I'll raise you one. You should fold that shit up and put it in the luggage compartment. Bonk, how you doing? Ooh, stretch, nice. Will you fold that shit up? Will you fold? Posture. Stretch first. When will you? Another posture check and another bonk. Where's my hydrate?
I'm not a shrimp.
Oh, you did hydrate. When will you wear wigs? I love that meme so much. What's his name? Dominic Monaghan? Fantastic. Fantastic quality meme. We seem to have forgotten to woo wigs. Well, I had a wig on earlier, and no one joined in with an awoo, so instead I just had to wear a wig. But hello? Fingerprint does match. Ah, I need to turn my heating off. Don't be mean. Oh man. Yesterday, we parked at home, and Nick was like patting his pockets after work. I was like, "You alright?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't know where I put my phone." It's like, okay. So I think I may have left it at work. And he left it at work in the bathroom, as it turned out today. He was not at all stressed, strangely. I was more stressed than he was. I was like, oh my god, your phone, like, it's got everything on it. Oh my god. Jet, how you doing? How's it going? I suppose if you know where you've lost it, he remembers having it in the bathroom. Or he remembered having it in the bathroom. So when he came in this morning, he asked at reception and someone had handed it in. So, hallelujah, he had his phone back. My stress was, well, my stress for that was over. Doing good? I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, not bad. Not too bad. I'm glad to be painting and to be at home. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Because painting is fun. I genuinely, like, I would paint Harlequins, just like, this is my thing now kind of thing. Obviously it's not my thing now because there's too many other things that I also want to paint, but it, I find it seriously entertaining. And, yeah, it's, very satisfying. Loki thinking of comic book Wolverine based on his colours. It is not even a bad one, to be honest. Yeah, I that's fair. It is very much those colours. Someone on my local hobby store Discord has painted some. I'll show you actually because it's really cool. It is. And yes, I should probably. Someone asked a question of our the local hobby store. He's one of the Siege Studios commission painters for them. He does quite a lot of their Warrior Workshop kind of models, and he does the occasional painting class at the hobby store, and someone said, Matt mentioned you just completed an Octoblade. I was wondering if you have any advice on magnetizing it to get the most out of the kit, or if you have a guide for it to recommend. And his response was just, don't. So. But I found he then gave an actual answer. Where is the completed project? Is it in the completed projects? Yes, it is. Look. Look. I love it so much. Super Saiyans. Well, not super because I don't have... Oh. I know, right? Love a pop of color. It's funny because when we went to the Siege Studio class, James there, he is really allergic to the phrase pop of color. He really hates it. So people just use that for anything that has a lot of contrast on it. I was like, oh, that really pops. I was like, yeah, well, it does. It has an adequate amount of pigment pushed with bristles on a stick held by a ferrule. Yeah. Ah, man, I feel like you can anyone can moan about anything, right? It's just not always worth it. Wolfie, how you doing? How's it going? You good, EP? How are you? I am all right. Also very EP. Could do with big sleepy, but instead I'm doing color torture, and it's fun. Everyone has their pet peeves for sure. Yeah, no, I agree. It's like I get it. Like if it's. I think he's mostly just objecting to the term based on it being used not necessarily to describe skill, but more to describe color application. A little color torture never hurt nobody. No, exactly. I agree, and I think it's just the best way to spend an evening. Even if I just put freaking Dorn Yellow on our boob, but here we are. I'll touch that up later. It does not want to come off. Freddy has an irrational fear of Tom Jones for some reason. Well, it's like my friend who has an irrational fear of the Backstreet Boys. And I asked him to tell me why. Sounds like someone used to work for the CIA, yeah. We can both do bad jokes. Not if I show you first. Listen, I love a bad joke. They are very, very entertaining, normally. Bad jokes. Tell me why. Great, now it's Backstreet Boys in my head. Great. Balls of fire. Backstreet's back, alright. The weird thing is that whilst that was like super massive when I was a kid, or like a teenager, I never really got into it. I think this is a neurospicy thing that I just didn't realise. I heard it was a neurospicy thing. It's just not that interested in what everyone else is interested in, like just not really feeling the vibes. But yeah, that was most certainly a problem I had. I really tried to, but I'm just not. I just wasn't that keen, really. See, I'm wondering if I should do little diamonds like around the edge here. I think that might look quite cool. Much like Fleetwood Mac, you can go your own way. Yep. I mean, if you like your taste, it's like no, but it wasn't like all of the things that were like, and we had NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, Spice Girls, everything, all those things that were just not really my jam. And it's not that I didn't like it, but I just never really got into it as much as everyone else did. 33 and a third. If only I were Irish. That would have been really funny. Flirt with Mac, yeah. This is going to sound insane when I say it, but this one actually looks kind of like put together compared to the other ones, because the yellow on the shoulder pads matches the yellow of the diamonds, and all the other colours aren't too outrageous. I guess we can have one Harlequin with fashion sense. I mean, you're the same. Don't hate the music, but it's not my first choice of listening. No, I know, I'm not really making the case against being an Earth fan. No. oddly, not that I go out much, if at all, nowadays, but if these songs come on when I'm out, then I love them. But I think that has more to do with like sentimental value, like, oh my god, this was my childhood, my misspent youth, than anything else. Also the singability, you can really, yeah, they have great scream at the top of your lungs value. However, thou hast a case. If you're not into it because people say you should be into it. No, that would have been more a like a trying to be different kind of thing. No, it's just not really my jam. That's most certainly a neurospicy thing, is it? Yeah, I don't know. I know I tried, because I quite liked the idea of belonging, like fitting in, but it just never I mean, well, now I'm not doing it thing, that I know, yes. It's like when you're already loading the dishwasher and someone shouts from the other room, oh, could you just load the dishwasher? As I go, now I'm not doing it. Or you have your all like... The worst one for me personally is when you're all like hyped up to do something, to be like really productive today. Like, oh my god, I'm going to do so much today. I'm going to do this, going to do that, going to do such. And then someone asks, oh, could you do this and that? And yes, I was already going to do it. And then you lose your mojo jojo. And not your mojo dojo casa house. I'm gonna take you leave 20 minutes before puck drop. I have to pack up part of your desk. Thank you very much, Owen. Enjoy the hockey, have fun, and thank you for dropping in. I really appreciate it, as always. I hope you guys win. Please eat your vegetables. Well, fuck you. I'm going to get scurvy. Yeah. Yeah, I never realized that my almost obsessive need to be the teacher's pet stemmed more from a desire to never be told off than anything else. Have you not watched Barbie the movie? If you haven't watched Barbie the movie, I'm going to make you I have mods now? No, I don't. Well, I do. If I have like... What do you mean? When did this occur? I mean, Zach has been able to do stuff for a while. The Mojo Dojo Casa House is a Barbie the movie. What? Oh, you meant maybe the Mojo? Explain The Godfather to me. Well, The Godfather is what happens when you put a horse head in someone's bed. Oh, that's right. I remember that. Like, can you show me how to use Photoshop? Can you play your guitar for me? Joking aside, a legit awesome movie. I actually had a blast watching it, and I don't often enjoy movies much. And I really did enjoy Barbie. I thought Ryan Gosling was really, really good. I thought Margot Robbie was really, really good. And it was a really fun movie. And I've watched it 3 times, I want to say. It's witchcraft. I kind of think this is a bit empty. And I'm wondering if I should... Let me see if I can... Fuck off, Tom. Why are you fucking messaging me at 8 o'clock at night? Feck off. Sorry, that was my... Who is the Queen of Diamonds? I wonder if I can... Jesus. It's a bit small to paint that. I don't think I'll be able to do that. No, I mean, it's tempting, but I don't think I'll be able to get the detail on. I would, if I was braver. See, the problem is I've got 2 more cloaks to do later. 2 more of these coats, and I don't think... That's actually annoying because this one I'll have to manually cut in half. Maybe a tank, exactly, on a tank or a walker. Yeah, something like with a bit more canvas, or like a knight shoulder pad or something like that. Something... So I could do... maybe light blue, half diamond around the edge, like lipping over. Clan specific symbols. Okay, so my keyboard is in a really awkward position, so I'll just do it on my phone. So Harlequins, Warhammer, iconography, images. They are a bit basic. Oh, those are cool. But I don't know if these are warlocks or... Are they warlocks or farseers? What's this? Falcon? No. No, that doesn't matter. That's true, I guess. Okay, then so which one do we like best? I'm thinking the one in the bottom row middle. Quite like that, because these all look... What is this? Eldari Pantheon runes? This says Harlequin on it. Sakura is a laughing god. This one? Sigarak. Laughing god. Let's go with that. There we go. Is that on this sheet as well? It's not. Okay, cool. Let's do that. That I can do. I'll eventually do that in yellow, I think. But let's do it in blue first. Yeah, I think it will be yellow to sort of fit in with the rest. I'll go with light blue first, so I have a little bit less to cover up if I feck it up. So we have... Okay. Bay, you feel crappy? Oh no. Super brain cold bug thing? Yuck. That's slightly too far up, so I can come down a bit. That's gonna go there. And the other bendy thing is gonna go here. And then a triangle on top. Cool, rough outlines on there. Here we go. How am I so good at this? I had lots of practice drawing before I picked up a paintbrush. And when I say lots, I mean lots. And I'm not that good of the things you see on Instagram are multiple times better than I will ever be. But I'm not terrible at copying. It is to stump other than painting. But that's professional shit, that doesn't count. No, I suppose not. I mean, to me it kind of does, because I would love to be able to be good enough to like just paint shit and put it on Instagram and then sell it, and people will be like, oh my god, I have an original black dog. It is slightly wonky. Yeah, that's what you get for painting upside down. Alright. No need to be rude. It's a fabric cloak, hush, yeah. move my phone so my camera doesn't go all bananas. Always need to be rude to stupid peoples. Yeah, I guess. Also, like, you have lore knowledge. I have zero lore knowledge. Other than the one book that I read once and I've already forgotten half of. I did like it though, it was very good. Yeah, not mad. Just have to blend in the blue and then highlight the yellow. Yellow. Should get some tiny nail art gems and put them everywhere. I have some. However, I don't think... Margie, you're here. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And very good timing. Second entry in the giveaway. Yeah, I'm thinking either tomorrow evening or Friday at some point I want to sit down and come up with a plan. Because you'd think that for something like this I would already have a plan, but the answer is no. But why, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. Because it gives me massive anxiety. That's why. Not the stream itself, but the planning and stuff like that. Disco snails. Yeah, I got sent some in the advent calendar that I bought from my favorite nail polish lady. Great song. What, the one that's on now, or Disco Snails? Because that doesn't ring a bell with me. That would be another one of those. If I don't instantaneously like it, it would never have registered on my spicy brain radar. Blink, woman, blink. Cool. Now we need a bit more light up here because this is more in the light. And this can have a bit more. See if I can get some fluo in there without freaking ruining the thing. Clean. Okay. Disco Snails, listen to it later. Okay. Do I still want to do a border on this? I kind of do. It's going to be yellow. Yellow. I'm actually going to save myself a bit of sanity and put a tiny bit of brown underneath here so the yellow shows a bit easier. Don't tell Johan. He's been telling me I should be putting brown on here for... Well, he didn't actually, but when I said, oh, I should do pink first, he's like, actually, brown? Brown for what? Brown as a base layer for yellow. So I put brown down first and then yellow on top. Oh, dingus. Think what a pretty colours you can do to hair in a gun. I mean, all the others have had like a theme. So the what's that? All the others, the other two have had like a theme. So their hair is the same color as the diamonds. I'll show you in a second. Don't hate that. Because I wanted it like mad colourful but not hideous, if that makes sense. So I did the orange. Or like orange, reddy, dark orange. And the pink. So I'll still, I'll probably stay with the yellow for this as well. In which case I probably should put some brown there while I have the brown here, because it saves me having to put 15 coats of the yellow on there. That'll do. I booked my hotel for RoseCon yesterday. Finally. Going back to the same hotel I was at last year. Because it was £100 cheaper for 2 nights than the other one. And even if my Uber from the hotel to the venue and stuff would cost about £17 a trip, it is still cheaper than staying at the Cardiff Bay Premier Inn. So I'm going back to the Premier Inn Cardiff North because the parking there is amazing. I don't need to worry about off-site parking like with the other one, which would cost another £11.50 a day. So that's another Uber ride saved, essentially. And yeah. I quite liked Cardiff North as a Premier Inn. Also nice that I don't have to... Greetings, Ben. How are you doing? Nice that I don't have to be driving into Cardiff either. I can just... straight to Cardiff North. How are you doing, Ben? You alright? Good, thanks? Yeah, good. Sorry, I couldn't remember if I'd already asked or not. Planning for Paris yet? Not yet. Because I had to go get my passport renewed last week. It was fucking awful, if we're being totally honest. And I have to wait 6 weeks for my passport to come back. So I don't actually know when I'll have my passport back. You miss playing with us? Yeah. I kind of miss WoW, but I also don't, if that makes sense. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Because I was planning on going back for my mum's birthday in the end of March. But now, if I look at the diary, like at the calendar, 6 weeks from the day that I went to get my passport renewed would be the 18th of March, and my mum's birthday is the 20th. So I would have to be extremely lucky for it to arrive before then, and then I would be uber stressed because I would be sitting here. The person not being part of the EU, see, I am part of the EU because my passport is Dutch. It's just that because England no longer is, so many more people now need visas and passports sorting that the visa office is completely overworked. At least that's how I interpreted it from the visit. But yeah, I have to go. Well, I used to go to the Dutch embassy. Sorry. Get my appointment there, and then like 3 weeks later, I think it was last time, get my passport back. No, not so much. It was not a fun time. I felt, yeah, I have never had a more dehumanizing experience than that. Mad fists. But you throw in a few Irish facts. Yeah. I have been told that the occasional Yeah, I can sound Dutch, Irish, German apparently. I've been told I sound Scottish at times. Honestly, don't ask me why, but it's mostly Americans who think I sound Scottish. Welcome to the stream, Matvis. I hope you are all right. Welsh, yes. You have to renew your ID till the end of April. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I used to not mind so much when it was done at the embassy, and it didn't feel like I was being treated for some unspeakable disease in a hidden away secret STD clinic or something. Because that's what it like. It felt like one of those pop-up health clinics. No one wants to be there. Single mums with screaming children. And how do you know what that's like, you ask? From TV, okay. You're all good, you're Irish, and some American asked if you were Canadian the other day, made you question yourself. We went to America to BlizzCon in 2019, I want to say. And I had Americans ask me all kinds of questions about where I was from, and they all thought, well, no, yeah, even when I said I was from Amsterdam, they were like, "Oh, is that in Norway?" Or, when they when you tell them you're from the Netherlands, like, "Oh, I have a friend in Belgium. Maybe you know them." I was like, And welcome back. Right before the world imploded. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Which was March 2020. My mum's 60th birthday, which I couldn't go to because the airports were all shut, and I would have gotten stuck in the Netherlands. It was freaking heartbreaking. Some US peeps don't know maps. No, I mean, in their defense, when we went to America, I sort of understood. Obviously, I'm not like approving the behavior or the lack of knowledge, but if your country is as big as their country is, you have every single type of like climate there. You don't have to travel anywhere. You don't need a passport. I kind of understand why they don't travel and why they yeah, I understand. I don't agree with it, but I understand. Because you little of them don't have a passport. Your 29th and your 30th too, yeah. It was a sad time for things like that. It was a great time for going to the supermarket. I loved how clean the shopping trolleys all were. I kind of miss the sanitizing station at supermarkets where you could clean your own trolleys. You don't understand why not more of them have a passport, Ben. I get it. Like I said, I don't agree with it, but I get it. If you can see that much of the world in your own country, it's I understand not necessarily wanting to travel. There's a bit of a running joke where you used to work. If you didn't sound Cockney or very posh, Americans wouldn't realise you were from England. Checked out when you had visit. Really? So if you didn't sound like Tracer or something from Overwatch, you were like, or like some posh politician wanker or something like that. Woman, stop touching it. No! It is not perfect. It's good enough. No! I think they have agreement with Mexico and Canada too, where they might not need one. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, Mexico... I think they closed that border? Like, you can get out, but you can't get back in kind of situation? Harlequins are fun. Don't at me. Or do at me, I don't really care. Currently, or was that before Orange? Yeah, I think that was before Orange. I'm pretty sure they closed the borders. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can get out but not in, but But I might well be wrong. Anyway, how are the quins? I like the quins. They make me happy. I am very sad for anyone who wants to paint or wants to play Harlequins but doesn't want to paint them. Because if you don't like this kind of stuff, this is probably the worst kind of thing you could be picking. But I am... personally, I'm having a great time with them. Yeah, it's fun. Fun diamonds. So, there's fluo on the yellow, but the yellow is difficult to fluo. But I did the pink, which is really pretty fluo. The orange red also has fluo on it. But they're very vibrant, but they're not like fluo painted like what's his face? The guy on Instagram. Chromatic Miniatures. Is that him? Can't remember now. Stop talking bad about your work. Yeah. Bonk. I mean, I'm not upset with them. They're just not like mega fluo. That's the only. I just want them nice and bright, and I use some fluo for that, but it's not. I don't have the fluo skill to. Or the patience, I think I should say. Because they make it look really easy. They make it look really easy. Like, oh, you just put a coat of fluo on top of your black, and then it will cover. Spoilers, it does not cover at all. Like, you might as well not put it on, because it doesn't look like anything. So, I layer up on top of normal colors. And then yeah. Just make it nice and bright. Oh, is that a stretch that I hear? How very kind of you. Actually making me yawn and hydrate. Look after your streamers, and they will look after you. They will do community appreciation streams in which they raffle off presents using their own hard-earned money to give back to the community. Genuinely, I am very, very appreciative of all you guys' support. Sometimes I wonder why, because you guys are just sitting here watching me paint little diamonds, but it's like none of this cool diorama shit or stuff that I know, like mega lively streams with hundreds of viewers, all vying for attention. And instead, you get this personal approach, where your streamer actually looks up when she sees a message. She cares. What's this? I think I'm gonna paint that one tier red. I feel like that would make sense. Have I got lips on all these? See, I don't know because they are all masks. So, Harlequins. Yeah, they're all just white here. Hiccups. First intermission relating 2 to 1. Whoop! Get in. Whoop whoop. You also packed your paints. It's more than you thought. It's only Wednesday, and you've already packed your paints? That's brave. You're not worried that you're gonna want to paint before you leave. Oh, jeez, Louise. I was gonna do a drop. I didn't even squeeze the feckin' bottle. Not gonna have time. No, that's fair enough. Look at all this. Look at all this bloody white. I only needed a drop. I only need enough to just do this mask. What the frick? What the frick? Not counting primers, you're bringing 114 paints. Wow. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit surprised that you're bringing your own paints. If you see these Vallejo bloody stocked shelving units they have there, I wouldn't have thought you needed your own paints. But then I guess it's still nice to have your own stuff if you want to work from your place rather than the hashtag office. For your own paints. No, you found more paints. Bear with though. If you've just found them and didn't realize that they were there before, do you really need to bring them? Because it kind of, to me, kind of indicates that you don't normally use those paints much. Oh, okay, oil paints, okay. Alright then, alrighty then. I don't use oils. I should say yet, because I reckon I eventually will venture out into the oil paints mire of additional suffering. But not just yet. You're bringing 116 paints. Only two oil paints. That's all right. I feel like that's a very reasonable amount. Bacon, how's it going? You bring glorious news for Necron haters. Ed, how's it going? And what is the glorious news for Necron haters? Paint. Oh. Turns out when 2 Doomsday Arcs fail to kill a Night Crusader and then you pump 2 CP to get 2... Okay. Compost to get crit 5 and 2. It's a pretty good chance of completely wiping... Wow. Okay. That I understood some of that. And I believe congratulations are in order. Throw many dice, hit even more than you threw, and let the 50-50 decide if a guy dies. Fair. Are there many Necron haters? I thought everyone always hated Tau. I didn't realise there was a movement against Necrons as well. I just think they look pretty cool. But then I also think Tau look pretty cool, so I'm probably not the best judge of... Although saying that, looking cool and having cool people play you are two very different things. Where's this tune from? You had it stuck in your head the other day. Well, probably from my stream then. It is RuneScape. RuneScape Sea Shanty 2. You do? Good. It doesn't ring any bells with me. I've never played it. You've never played RuneScape? No. Heresy! Yes. White Wolf! Hello! Has my raid alert not gone off? I thought... Welcome raiders! Come in, come in! How's it going? Thank you for the raid, White Wolf. How was your stream? How did it go? Hide the cheese. No, we can share the cheese, just not all of it. I know, right? I've got 3 now. I'm working on the 3rd one. I already mostly finished the paint jobs of the pink one and the dark orange one. These are actually really, really, really fun. I love I love Harlequins, as it turns out. You're full of allergies, a bit rough, but a Titan has been named. Ooh. What's the name? And has he been named after a viewer, or what was the naming process? And full of allergies. It's not really the season for allergies. What's plaguing you? Have you been cuddling a cat and you're allergic to cats or something? Viewer points out your colour choice a certain franchise named Ronald. Oh dear. It was pointed out to me earlier that this Harlequin has a distinct comic book Wolverine vibe to him, colour-wise. As soon as we get misty damp weather, sets you off. Really? So for the last 2 months you've been going. That's rough. Also, you live in England and you're allergic to misty, damp weather. That is rough. Honey says COVID never used to be an issue. Oh man, that sucks. Also IKEA, yeah, Sweden, that's true. I think I'd prefer that to... saying that, I don't mind Wolverine either, that's also cool. Caffeinated Viking! Raiders, welcome in. How are you doing? Viking Raid, ready for coffee and good times. Well, I'm all out of coffee, but I have good times, so I will gladly share those. How's it going, everyone? Welcome, Raiders, welcome. I hope you're all well. How did your stream go? Yes? You're at IKEA in Sweden and you've summoned the Scandi. It's okay, you have coffee. Going good here? Yeah, it's not bad, thank you. I'm having a good time. I'm actually really enjoying painting Harlequins. Everyone was... Ratsa, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, everyone was saying, oh, don't do it, you're going to hate yourself. But I actually am having a really good time with them. I find them incredibly fun. Thank you so much for the follows. Puppies and dogs are best. I agree. My dog is currently asleep in the house after a very, very busy day at daycare. But yeah, it's been a pleasure so far. I'm having an absolute blast with these things, and people are yeah. It's been fun. It's been fun, and I still have 3 more to do. So yay! Ah, he is chonky, Ronald. I love a Titan. Are his legs on backwards? Oh, thank you, Ben. We are talking IKEA always. No? Look a bit. I thought they were. I've never really noticed that they go like chickeny legs. I thought they went forwardy. My bad. Stream was good. Painting have an orange versus competition entry for the end of the month. Totally not Gorta, Gurnison, and Dwar. Yeah, she doesn't have it originally to see. Yes. I have seen the competition, but I did not have time. Don't double check White Wolf, because if it is backwards, then you're going to be annoyed. Confused cat girl, how are you doing? How are you getting on with the orange brushes piece? Caffeinated Viking. Is it going well, or You're doing alright? Good. Looking great. You're talking about how you have your Harlequin kill team to paint up and you need to improve your freehand skills for all the checkers. I'm finding it easier than I thought it was going to be, if I'm being honest. I've just been, like, the way I've been doing it, which is because I saw originally, I saw loads of people like drawing out, like they went and did like this. They did like the lines and then drawing lines through them. I actually find it way easier to just paint a diamond and then paint another diamond and then do it that way. Because that way you can sort of position them in locations where you like them. You just blocked in all the base colors ready for shading and highlighting. Nice, that's pretty good going. But yeah, I actually found it, like, I'm finding it really enjoyable. I still have a green one to go. I still have three left. I have red fluo, I have green fluo, and I think... I mean, I can do blue fluo with the plasma glow kind of blue, I guess. So that would be all of them. And then one of them would just be very blue. The legs are fine, it's just the way you pose them. Okay, fair enough. Because I've only ever seen them, like, sort of climbing things, so... I'm glad they're fine. You can pivot the lower... Oh, so I see. Fair enough, that makes sense. That makes sense. Pivot! But yeah, on my first Harlequin I did the draw the lines and then try and paint that in. But I found just painting one checker and then the next was more soothing to the soul. And just worked better for me. So I'm doing that now instead of... Hoping they would be molded in freeze, but never mind. No, they're not. That's... When I went and bought these, I bought these when I went to Warhammer World. They were like... At Warhammer World I always buy the commemorative coin, because I don't want to pay full price for models, so I don't buy them from Games Workshop direct. So we normally go to like Element Games or something in Nottingham just to have a little stock up of models. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy some Harlequins, because I've been meaning to buy Harlequins, and I found some tufts that I really wanted to buy that will go really nicely with my Harlequins, or with some Harlequins. So I thought, you know what, this is the time, I'm going to buy Harlequins. And I went and spoke to the person who was working there, and I said, I want to paint some Harlequins. Which kit do you think is the easiest, or the best one, or has the best like real estate for the checkers? And they went like, you do realize that's not molded in, right? You have to paint that on yourself. So yeah. So, okay, your funeral. So yeah, no, they are extremely smooth babies. They have very smooth legs. Except for this one. This one has got really high, tall boots. Very sexy. Very sexy boots. Oh, and this one as well. This one has high, tall boots as well. But yeah. They are really fun. They take forever. Like this has been weeks going, and I've painted 3, where I'm painting my 3rd. So don't expect it to go quick. But if you're anything like me, you'll have a great time with it. No brain, only checks, exactly. They're else. They're sexy regardless, don't you? No, you're not wrong. I feel like that's kind of the point of a lot of these armies. I can't judge. I really like Fulgrim's face. Or the old Fulgrim. Bear with. I have to be specific there. The one, the resin one. I don't like the new one. The new one looks derpy as. Sex sells, it also distracts the enemy. 100%. You've stopped assuming anything is going to be a quick paint job now. I'm trying to think what my quickest paint job to date is. Probably the little dino rider. I think he's one-page rules one. Eels also went pretty quick for my night and a weekend. If I do a 48-hour stream, maybe. But by that point, I would have to, unfortunately, call in dead to work on the Monday. Like, sorry boss, I have died and I've not gone to heaven. Sadly, I will not be able to pass go. I will not be able to collect 200 insert currency. Pattern is impressively clean. Thank you. It's actually really been fun so far. I could see myself on if I ever had to, like, you have to choose. If I ever had to choose an army, I could see myself painting an army of these. It would take me years, but they're fun. These will be really quick to paint. It's just a lie we tell ourselves to justify buying more stuff we won't get around to painting. Hey, we will eventually. Our pile of potential is not something to be ashamed of. It is a joy to behold. And we will not be ashamed. We will not be ashamed. Never be ashamed of your hobby. Pile of shame is a lie. Also, I don't think we need to justify anything. As long as we're financially stable and we're not spending more than we should, like because it's going to get us into trouble or whatever financially, I genuinely think that even buying too many, between quotation marks, models is a way healthier hobby than going out on a weekend and getting absolutely rat-arsed with your friends. Cheaper too, 100%. Healthier as well. Plus you won't find yourself in a ditch potentially, or with your keys and wallet stolen. Friends? Well, that mean, yeah, exactly. You guys are getting friends. Good to have a variety of things to paint as an occasional palette cleanser. No, I agree. It's potentially not intended. No, you said not intended, but it's correct use of the. That's most likely where it came from. Paint something different to clean the stuff of your palette that you've got too much, well, that you haven't used enough of on the last project. And I fully agree with that. I think it's very that's one of the reasons why I don't have a single army, right? Because I want to paint fun things that make me happy and I find exciting, and I don't get that if I don't pick models that I find exciting. And there's not a single army that all models are fun or exciting for, in my opinion. My humble opinion. Friends are the people we talk to here. Because outside people aren't nice. Some outside people are nice. I've had some good experiences. Obviously, as the Dutch disclaimer for investment portfolio's en stuff is, they say, in het verleden behaalde resultaten bieden geen garantie voor de toekomst. Results achieved in the past do not guarantee similar results in the future. So yeah, you can occasionally meet fun people. You like big models and you cannot lie. Otherwise, can't deny. When you build a kit with a 100mm base, it can get sprung. Yes. I like big kits and I cannot lie. I like both, as it turns out. Depending on the model and on the project, I think I might prefer small, because I get burnt out, like model burnout, hobby burnout, if I've been working on the same project for too long. You quite enjoyed Luke Skywalker, he was tiny, yeah. I mean, these Harlequins are one of the daintiest kits that I've ever painted. And, yeah, I think they're really fun. Like, I really hope that everyone finds a model or a kit or something at some point. Anyone got good suggested pigment powders? Never used them. Want to. Yeah, I like pigment powders. I don't use them very often. You use them in different ways. I think a lot of people put them on dry. They basically just use like an old brush, dip them in the powder and just pat it on, and then they use a varnish to set it in, to lock it in. I like to put a bit of pigment powder in a little cup and make like a pigment wash. So you add a tiny bit of water to it, make it like runny, bit like a thinned paint consistency, a bit thinner maybe. And then paint it on in the areas where you want it. It will settle, but it will sort of like a bit like a wash. It will go sit in the recesses more than on the raised areas. And then once it dries, it goes a lot more what do you call it? Very matte. Good brand. I've got these. Hello. So this is the one that I normally use for stuff because it's very generic. That's basically this one. Oh no, this has a bit of red on top. This is the Vallejo Burnt Umber. It's very like a dark, deep brown. Yeah, big fan of this one. I also picked up these. This is a dark red oxide, which looks, well, yeah, a bit more darkish red. These are the Green Stuff World. I must admit, Haven't really noticed a difference between the two, but that is probably because I don't use it often enough to really comment on it. But yeah, just yeah, they're both great. I would go for something that is quite punchy in color. I think like a darkish brown or something to just give you something to start with. Doing your first bust this year, nice. Oh yeah, I want to do one at some point. Report back on how I feel painting something of that size. Awesome. Yeah, I want to do a bust. I also really want to do like a larger scale model. Nivian has been doing a couple big ones and he's 3D printed. He's done a couple from Expedition 33. And he's now doing one from oh god, what's the game called? It's like one of those story games, and it's really big at the moment. It's all superheroes, and the guy, the main character is just a guy, and he has a dog called Beef, like a corgi or something that he carries around with him. And the model he's painting is like, well, I can't even. Well, it's on the desk over there. It's massive. Dispatch, that's the one. Thank you. But yeah, it's it looks really, really fun, and it makes me want to do one. But I think I would want to use the airbrush for quite a lot of it. So I feel I should find something for me, BDP. Ooh. Curious now. I saw some Dragon Trappers Lodge models the other day. Oh my god. They're too cute. The little like mouse army. Like woodland critter army. Good lord. But I don't really want to spend 50 quid on some STLs. If I'm going to be painting maybe like 5 mice, it feels a bit excessive. I like a splurge, but other kinds of splurge. Ooh. Amy. Oh my goodness me. Oh, they are lovely. That is ridiculous. That is very cute. Oh my god. Yeah, I sent Nivian a bunch of the Dragon Trappers Lodge ones. Because there's one that is... Because I went and raided someone who was painting... I can't remember who it was now. Who was painting one of them. It was a giant tortoise. And it had like a howdah on top with little mice and like a siege engine kind of thing on top of it. Ridiculously cute. And then I went and showed Nivian how cute they all are. And basically it's... media. Oh, I sent so much garbage to Nick, but like, look at this face. Just look at it, like, isn't that just the freaking best? Lord Harold with Toad Mount. Lord Harold without Toad Mount. But look at him! Can't really tell the difference. Oh, a different spear. They're just... Yeah, the Champions of the Critter Folk, Part 2. But yeah, this... Like, honestly, this... Look at that face. I just... It's so good! So good. One day I will splurge. One day I will buy. But today is not that day. I think the whole pack is like $50 or something like that, which, considering how many models you get for it, is not expensive. It's just a lot of money. So, not angry, just like, finances. Because this month I paid for my Rosecon hotel. I am buying I've got my eye test on Friday. Woohoo! So I'm buying new glasses this month. And I had to spend 190 quid on my new passport. Another 50 quid on the train just to get to London to get my new passport, to be fucking treated like cattle in this stupid passport office. I'm not bitter or anything. Yeah, so it's been a very expensive month this month. Oh, and giveaway stream, obviously, but that is separate money. That is saving pot, so that doesn't count. Giveaway stream on Saturday. So for all you people who are on my Discord, the active community members on my Discord, read the general chat and drop a little emote if you want to, and will join the giveaway. Because yeah, that is this Saturday. Clear's calendar, bless you. It's just going to be a chill stream, but I'm going to be giving away some nice things. It's going to be a paint set. It's going to be a brush set and a model of your choice, up to a certain maximum expenditure. Obviously, it's going to depend on who wins, because I'll be either buying in the country of the winner, where the winner lives, or shipping to them. I want to make sure that I don't, yeah. So there's no point me buying something here in the UK and then shipping it to out of the UK, because the person who's going to win is going to have to pay like import duty and stuff, and that'd be rubbish. So there's no point in giving out freebies if people don't have to pay for it when they have to receive it. So I would much rather order in country of destination. That makes more sense. Got the Vision Express, you can join their payment plan that will then cover you for scratches and breakages and scratches. So scratches, they cover 75 of the cost, and breakages they cover 50. Paid over 2 years when you covered for those, so depending on how much you took, only pay 12. This is going to sound stupid, like touch wood. In all the years that I've been wearing glasses, I have never scratched or broken a pair of glasses. I am quite careful with my glasses. Also because I don't need to wear them outside, really. You break all of yours, really. I only need them for PC use, for painting, and that's it, really. So it's this distance, really. Reading, I could, but I don't really feel like I need them. You're just clumsy. You have to wear them all the time. Yeah, that does make it more difficult. You spend more time with them on your face than I do. I mean, I wear them at work, but I have a pair at work and I have a pair at home. And I think this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do the Specsavers deal, and I'll get the buy one get one free offer that I normally get. But then I've been really wanting a third pair of glasses, so I can leave one here in the garage, because I keep forgetting to bring them in and I have to go bloody back out, and it just drives me mad. Sometimes it's easier just if you just wore the things on your face all the time, but no, I have to take them off. So yeah, I want to have a third pair, and I've seen them online. Like there's online stores that are pretty good. So yeah, I know, Paint, but my workplace is like my previous company did. I had them right on the prescription that I needed them for PC use, specifically. But my company now, it's just like I can probably get like 30 quid reimbursed because the boys all get like £30 towards safety boots once a year. And we provide all their other health and safety equipment, but PPE and stuff, but yeah, your company offers £50 voucher, yeah. So my company's just too small. There's only 10 people working there, including myself and the director. So it's all this health and safety stuff for on site, yes. But general employment law stuff, like I'm employment law at the company, and I have to really fight for things that I know are important. There's very little what's it called? HR. Like I'm HR, essentially. And the only HR training I've had is at my previous company, being like assistant to the HR manager. So occasionally I had to do some stuff for her, like prepare contracts and offer letters and things like that. But my current workplace isn't really. My boss just doesn't really find it very important, and none of the guys that work for us find it important. They're all tradespeople. So if I came and gave them a 25-page contract, they wouldn't even read it, and then they would complain that if I told them about something that's in the contract, they would complain, "Oh, I didn't read that." It's like, yeah, well, whose fault is that? It's not mine, is it? But no stress. We breathe. It's one of those things. Anyway, rather than now unpacking more colours onto my palette, because I need the greys and I need metallics and stuff, I am going to leave that model there for now. Being able to see is very important to health and safety. It is, yes. But yeah, all the boys, we only have one person who actually wears glasses all the time. One more wears contacts, I think. And the rest all have like good enough vision that they don't need glasses. I'm the only one who is in the office. I mean, I could be petty and like request all kind of things, but I just feel like, I mean, I want the glasses anyway. I want them for my home use. I want them for home PC use as well. So it's one of those things. I'm not gonna do that, because that's just gonna can of worms and stuff like that. So nah. I want to some days, but let's have a little look to see who we can go raid. Cause let's see what they're up to. I think in Critical Paint Studios. I think that might be fun. Let's go there. Right. I am going to create a raid to Critical Paint Studios. Yeah, exactly. I know. I've been there before, and I think he's got 5 viewers at the moment. I think it would be nice to drop some people on his head. I've had a really nice chill stream. I was very tempted earlier this evening to not stream because I'd had a shit day, and I'm very glad that I did anyway because I had a nice couple of hours painting my little minis. So thank you all very much for hanging out with me. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the resubs. Yeah, it's been a pleasure as always, genuinely. And yeah, I hope to see you all Saturday. I think it'll be nice. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, looking forward to giving away some nice stuff. So join me all to go raid Critical Paint Studios. I think it'll be be nice to go give them some love. Thank you all very much. Have a nice rest of your Wednesday. See you all soon, and bye bye. Oh, and thanks for the raids as well. Cafe the Viking, White Wolf. Much love. Really appreciate it.